Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I am pleased to declare that Quinnipiac University's 2023 commencement exercises for the School of Business and the School of Computing and Engineering are officially open. Good morning again. Before we begin, I'd like to remind you that there are shaded areas toward the back. If you need a cooler place to observe today's ceremonies or need first aid assistance, you can enter into the Student Center to do so. If you are able, please stand with me for the National Anthem, performed today by Shelby Backer, class of 2023.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated and let's give Shelby a round of applause one more time. I am honored to be with you this morning to celebrate your achievements here on this beautiful quadrangle in the center of our Mount Carmel campus. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members of our platform party. It consists of our speaker, whom you will meet in a few moments, university administrators, deans of the School of Business and the School of Computing and Engineering. It is now my honor to present Dr. Judy Olian, President of Quinnipiac University, who will bring greetings on behalf of our university community. Dr. Olian.
Good morning, everyone. Beautiful morning. Thank you, everyone. Welcome to our graduates, families, and friends who are joining us on this spectacular and momentous occasion. Today is one of the favorite days of my year. It's a day that fills me with the utmost pride and joy because we're all here to celebrate you, our amazing business, computing, and engineering graduates, and your remarkable achievements as we mark one of the most important milestones in your lives. Let me also welcome this morning our esteemed guest and speaker, Jill Mayer, CEO of Bead Industries. We're so grateful to have you with us today, and we look forward to learning from your wisdom and life story. So the first thing I want to do is to ask our graduates to stand and turn to the audience to give thanks to your loved ones, your family and friends, and give them an enthusiastic round of applause. Partners, spouses, mom and dad, siblings, grandparents, friends. You, family and friends, were there for your graduate before every challenge and after every success. And while you're standing, I thought you were still standing, let's also give a warm round of applause to our outstanding faculty and staff, led by our deans, Holly Rader from Business and Tashkin Kozak from Computing and Engineering, for the many ways in which our faculty have supported you throughout your journey at QU by delivering this extraordinary learning opportunity, in many cases offering you life guidance. And I'm quite sure that many of these faculty and staff will be your friends and mentors for years to come. I think it's part of what distinguishes Quinnipiac as a special community that welcomes and supports each other. And now to our graduates. You made it, you have arrived, and for some, this has been a long and winding road. I congratulate you and I thank you for adapting and adjusting so gracefully and generously to this very unusual and likely sometimes difficult period of time in school, which included, yes, a pandemic. You managed to weather that period while supporting each other and also reaching out to others who needed your help. You also showed remarkable resilience away from home and away from your families. Clearly, this wasn't the university experience you planned for, but you adjusted, made the most of it, and you are now finishing with a roar. Yeah. Whether earning an undergraduate or graduate degree today or working towards your accelerated degree, you've had a really unique experience and sometimes challenging experience, but I'm just so impressed with how you dealt with this adversity with grace, understanding, and courage. You shined and you brought your talents, your joy, your kindness to others. I could give you lots of examples of how that happened, but I'll just pick out a few. Many of you participated year over year in the big event in April, Quinnipiac's largest day of community service, to help over 100 nonprofit groups. Some of you danced your heart out in March at the Q-thon Dance Marathon that this year raised over $100,000 for Connecticut's Children's Hospital. Yeah. School of Business students worked tirelessly to host QU's Game Forum, which is the world's largest student-run financial conference, which was held live in New York City. The program featured really the who's who of Wall Street, attracting more than 1,300 students from 120 universities from all over the world. And I have to say, for me, it was a thrill to experience the scale of game and the organization that was perfect, organized by our students. The Quinnipiac Baja team from our School of Computing and Engineering always demonstrates such ingenuity and commitment. This team, many of whom are here today, designed, built, raced, and improved their Baja racing car, and then shocked the competition when their creation raced past almost 80 rivals to win the sled pull event in one of the most prestigious collegiate engineering competitions in the world. I love that win. Here today, among our students, we have software engineers, cyber experts, robotics engineers, data analytic experts, mechanical engineers, analysts, consultants, and strategists, financial and investment professionals, auditors and tax specialists, entrepreneurs and inventors, managers, and more. All future leaders who will bring new products, new devices, new ways of doing business, new technical models, new technologies, and new applications of digital and artificial intelligence tools to tomorrow's marketplace. You will change the world with your talents and with the skills you've acquired while here at Quinnipiac. Imagine that your time in the classroom, in the makerspace, the machine shop, the innovation hub, and in other exciting learning settings alongside our expert faculty has prepared you exceptionally well for the next phase of your careers. You will also carry with you the life experiences of the last few years that have built in you strength and resilience, that have exposed you to some new ways of thinking, to different ideas, to different people and cultures. In your careers as engineers, business professionals, cyber experts, etc., you will encounter sometimes profound human and professional dilemmas. Is this device safe enough to bring to the market? Am I invading individual privacies through this new software program? Am I risking a family's future by making this investment? Is this judgment error by an employee severe enough to cost them their job? Am I really proud to be associated with this product or this service that my company is selling? These are very tough judgment calls that will require you to draw on your lived experiences, your most fundamental values, your professional training in the field, and the ethical choices that we've explored with you as part of your training. I trust you're coming out of your years as a Bobcat as graduates who are, and I quote from our mission statement, enlightened global citizens who are equipped for careers of the future. I am confident that you are, and we are so proud of how you've grown over your years at Quinnipiac. As I close, please remember that this is your home away from home. You are Bobcats for life. I hope you visit us often. I hope you give back and stay connected to the friends, faculty, and staff who have supported you and accompanied you on this journey over the last few years. Today, you join a global QU alumni community that is more than 60,000 strong, and I encourage you to take full advantage of that powerful network. All of us at QU will follow your path with great interest. We'll unabashedly boast of your successes, ride your coattails, and of course, we will beam with pride about the lasting impact you're having in your chosen field and in the life you lead. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Olian. As we celebrate this day of achievement, we do so with great respect and reverence. And I now call forward Cameron Davignon. Cameron is a Master of Business Administration graduate from Westfield, Massachusetts. Cameron will come on behalf of the graduates.
Thank you. Good morning, families, faculty, staff, administrators, and trustees. Thank you all for being here and for helping to shape our class into who we are today. Most importantly, good morning to the class of 2023. It is my honor to deliver the student speech for the School of Business this morning. I don't consider myself to be special or unique in any way. I can work hard, and I often have to, but I'm not sure I would say I am a naturally hard worker. I have an incredibly supportive family who have done everything in their power to always push me forward. I met the love of my life in middle school, and we came here to Quinnipiac together. I have made friendships with people that I know will last a lifetime. I believe I succeeded in school. I have already started my career in asset management, a field I love. By most standards, I'm a fortunate person in the ways that matter most in life. And I can only hope I didn't just jinx myself. It's risky. You are all my peers, and I am in no position to give you a life lesson or tell you what to do. But if you know me, you know I can be forgetful. So what I'm going to do is remind us, myself included, of some of the things we should keep in mind as we embark on our adult lives, including careers and life decisions that not long ago seemed so far away. And I promise to be brief because I know it's pretty warm in the all-black caps and gowns. Discipline beats motivation. When you want to achieve a goal, write it down. How will you get there? What are the milestones? What will you do on a regular basis to keep moving forward? Motivation will ebb and flow as our lives change. Discipline, on the other hand, makes a goal our responsibility. It allows us to believe in ourselves and puts us in control. Having discipline means that even in our busiest times and even in our darkest moments, we will accomplish what we set out to do. Let's prove ourselves right. But we won't always be perfect in that endeavor. In fact, perfection is an illusion. For us perfectionists, this is so hard to hear and to keep in mind, but it's true. When we are dealing with human decisions and interactions, there is rarely going to be an answer or a solution that is perfect. According to Voltaire, perfect is the enemy of good, and I couldn't agree more. We are so tempted to spend our time seeking perfection, but how often do we find it? Instead, we should have a process in place to ask the right questions to the right people and learn from others instead of chasing unachievable perfection. Be present and remember we're only human. For some reason, we were all taught cursive in like 3rd grade instead of being taught to meditate. However, the ability to be mindful of how we use our time and our attention can feel like a superpower. Do not take this for granted. To become a better version of ourselves is one of the greatest acts of kindness we can perform because those around us can benefit from our mindful thoughts and decisions too. For most of us graduates, our careers will likely be a large part of our lives for the foreseeable future. Think about the percentage of a 24-hour day we will spend working. We need to make a living, but we also need fulfillment and to pursue interests that drive our emotional and our mental health. Therefore, we should choose well. We should choose to work in a profession that we love. We need to find time to do what is pleasurable and be with people who make us happy. Life is too short to wake up every day and do something you hate. Our generation is championing this new philosophy of a balanced life, and I challenge us to be a positive force for change. Be confident and take responsibility. You cannot always control what happens, but you can always control how you react. When something goes wrong, I encourage you not to ask, why me? Each and every one of us sitting here today is stronger and more resilient from the independent life we have lived here at Quinnipiac. People before us have built the world we live in today. It is now our time to go forth and create a better world. We may not know where our limits are, but there is only one way to find out. According to one of the greatest players in the history of tennis, Billie Jean King, pressure is a privilege. It only comes to those who earn it. These are ideas I have gathered through personal experiences, speaking with others, and trial and error. I believe we have an obligation to know what it takes to lead fulfilling lives. My words to you today are reminders to live a life of mindfulness, responsibility, and enjoyment. You can choose whether to hear my words or ignore them, and honestly, no hard feelings either way. I want to take a moment to thank some of the most important people in my life. To my family, especially my spectacular mom and dad, thank you for your constant love and support. To Karenna, my girlfriend of nearly 9 years, thank you for being you. I love you more every single day. To the friends I have made here at Quinnipiac, thank you all for making this an excellent 4 years. I also want to congratulate the men's ice hockey team on their incredible championship run. To any graduating players here today, thank you for serving as leaders and putting Quinnipiac on the map over and over again. Lastly, congratulations to my fellow graduates. I'm immensely proud to be walking alongside all of you today, together for one last time. I hope you all have a great graduation day with your families and loved ones. Thank you. Go Bobcats.
Cameron obviously chose well, so congratulations again, Cameron, and thank you. I'm now pleased to introduce Hepzibah Rajan. Hepzibah is a computer science major with minors in mathematics and finance. She is from Muscat, Oman, and will deliver remarks on behalf of the senior class. Hepzibah, please.
Good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to present the 50th draft of the speech. That's how you know I wrote it and not ChatGPT. 4 years ago, like a lot of you, I came to Quinnipiac University, ambitious, curious, and excited for college. We were mature, or so we thought. Oh, how quickly we were humbled. I think the first speed bump, EN 101, really took us down a peg. Even the best writers found themselves struggling, and yet we handed in that 20-page essay at 11:59 p.m. and got a B. Not good enough for traditional Indian parents, but I'll take it. During junior year, something's changed. I thought I saw the worst of college after that B, but little did I know what life had in store for me. Fair warning, I'm slightly overambitious, just a tad bit. I held close to 6 different executive positions alongside 2 on-campus jobs. It's safe to say I was burning the candle at both ends. I was burnt out, and to add fuel to the fire, one of my caring professors called me out for it. How dare he? I know this story isn't unique to me. Whether you realize it or not, we have all experienced a defining moment in college, one that made us the mature professionals we are today. From the fear of leaving high school friends to the joy of meeting college soulmates, from raising over $200,000 for Q-Thon to supporting our local communities for the big event during the pandemic. From mock interviews and resume workshops to networking with industry experts during Game Forum. From FYS presentations to senior capstone presentations. From being a part of the move-in crew to moving out as seniors. We overcame the difficult and accomplished the impossible. Even when all the odds were stacked against us, it took us 10 seconds to defeat the #1 hockey team in the country. And that is the class of 2023, national champions. In the years that are to come, I hope you all look back at your time here with fondness and gratitude. I know I won't forget the long nights in the media suite, soldering sensors in the basement of CCE, or Professor Bao's ENR 395. To my business folks, y'all think the etiquette dinner was awkward? Try leaving someone a professional voicemail. It's really awkward. Personally, texting is the way to go. As you step into the next chapter of your life, whatever that may be, remember that failure encountered is lesson learned. Nelson Mandela once said, "The greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fall." Trust me, in the School of Computing and Engineering, we are prepared to fail before we even succeed. You debug for 14 hours just to find that the error was a missing semicolon. But lesson learned. Every time you stumble or fall, stand up taller, stronger, and wiser. Or just use a lot of print statements. Before I conclude this speech, I need to thank those of you who have contributed to our journey at Quinnipiac University. For those of you who don't know, fun fact, we're the first graduating class whose entire QU experience has been since President Judy Olin's inauguration. Thank you, President Olin, for your leadership and dedication to the Bobcat community. Special thanks to the Board of Trustees for their tireless efforts in empowering the next generation of professionals. To the faculty and staff at both the School of Computing and Engineering and the School of Business, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks for your patience and wisdom, but especially the office snacks. To the Department of Cultural and Global Engagement, thank you for being a wonderful support system for international students. To all the family and friends gathered, thank you for your endless support and love. To my own parents, sisters, and uncle, thank you for shipping me off to pursue my dreams and cheering me on at every turn of life. During my time in the US, I've been lucky to be adopted by American friends and families over the years. If you've ever fed me, let me stay under your roof or code in your basement. Thank you for taking me in like one of your own and caring for me. To my fellow graduates, these walls have seen us grow into the people we are today. The all-nighters and cups of coffee have successfully translated into the degree we will soon hold. Congratulations, class of 2023. The world awaits you.
I'm convinced that with leaders like Hepzibah and Cameron, our future, our world will be in good hands. Thank you again, Hepzibah. I now call forward Dr. Tamila Triantoro, who will introduce our keynote speaker.
It is my pleasure to introduce Jill Mayer, the CEO of Beat Industries, a Milford, Connecticut-based company that was founded in 1914 by her great-great-grandfather, Waldo Calvin Bryant. Today, the company is comprised of two divisions, Beat Chain and Beat Electronics, and a wholly owned subsidiary, Maguire Manufacturing Company. As a fifth-generation leader, Mayer has built upon her family's legacy by transforming the organization culture through innovation, shared purpose, and accountability. A recognized voice in small business community, Mayer was recently named to the National Small Business Association. NSBA is the nation's oldest small business advocacy organization. Along with serving on the Executive Board of Directors of Manufacture CT and the Board of Connecticut Business Industry Association, Mayer is active in women in manufacturing. In 2019, she was recognized as one of Connecticut Magazine 40 Under 40. She holds Bachelor of Science from the University of Vermont and Master of Science from Champlain College. It is my privilege to introduce our commencement speaker, Jill Mayer.
Good morning. Thank you, Professor Tarantero, for that warm introduction. I'm so honored to be here today with you, truly honored. What an incredible opportunity to be surrounded by intelligent business, computing, and engineering graduates of the class of 2023 and the visibly proud family members and faculty here today to celebrate your achievement. I met with some students a few weeks ago, so I understand you may be feeling like you're in a bit of a trance right now, a dreamlike state, where you fell asleep as a freshman and you woke up this morning as a senior in a cap and gown, and hopefully undies. You're leaving what may have felt like a safe bubble where you could try and fail without fear, a veritable sandbox filled with CAD files, lines of code, business presentations, and a stock portfolio. You have been part of the QU community, a tight-knit one from what I understand, and it may feel a little scary to be heading out on your own. Some of you may have jobs lined up. Some of you may already be working. Some may be heading back for another degree. Whatever your path, your time at QU has prepared you well for the challenges ahead. Whether it's through class project work or your professional experiences, you now have the confidence to ask questions and be vulnerable. The emotional intelligence you have garnered here will undoubtedly be the foundation for your success. If I could sum up what I know about success in one sentence, I've learned that to be successful, you do not need to be the richest or the smartest or the most articulate, but you must be courageous. And what is courage? Courage is the mental strength to persevere and withstand danger, fear, or difficulty. Author Brené Brown said, "Vulnerability is our most accurate measure of courage." I was born and raised in Alaska and didn't move out to the East Coast until my senior year of high school. Did you know that you could drive from here to Florida in the same amount of time it would take just to leave the state of Alaska? And we were in the middle of the state. In fact, the town I was supposed to be born in was so small, my mother had to be flown to Juneau for a cesarean section. Since the age of 4, I wanted to be a cowgirl when I grew up, so I could ride horses all day. At age 7, I drew a picture of a black stallion and taped it above my bed. I titled it, "The Horse You Never Gave Me." When I was 12, my parents finally bought me that horse. Our neighborhood wasn't zoned for farm animals, so we had to board it just outside of town. It was a beautiful, chestnut brown, stubborn old mare that barely tolerated me. Twice a week after school, I'd take the bus to where she was boarded and shovel frozen manure. Didn't leave much time for riding. One day while I was shoveling, I called her over again and again. Eventually, well, she ignored me, but eventually she sauntered over and promptly bit me on the back. Hard. Luckily, I was wearing a ton of layers and a parka, so I was only bruised inside and out, but it was not how I envisioned horse ownership. Not long after that incident, someone left the barn door open and a moose got in and ate all the hay that we spent an entire weekend hauling and stacking. We sold her the following week, but I never stopped loving horses, and I kept riding. And over the years, despite being stepped on and bucked off, I kept getting back on the horse. You see, courage is a muscle. It's like a muscle that you've got to use often to keep strong. I want to talk to you today about the possibility and, quite frankly, the likelihood of a non-linear career path, because I don't want you to become discouraged if things don't materialize exactly the way you planned them. Many do not. Mine didn't either. Exactly 20 years ago, next Thursday, I sat, as you do now, awaiting your diploma, ready to begin adulthood. I had accepted a position as a marketing specialist at a biotech company in Vermont, and it started the following week. Look at me, I thought, earning my degree in marketing and then getting a job in marketing with a fancy business card. Everything is lining up perfectly. In 10 years, I'll be the head of marketing at a large corporation. When our entire marketing department was laid off less than a year later, my future career plans disintegrated in front of me. I felt ashamed, derailed. My fiance and I had just purchased a fixer-upper, and now here I was collecting unemployment, submitting my resume to every marketing firm in a 50-mile radius. After 6 weeks of collecting stacks of letters that read, "Thanks, but we've selected a candidate with more experience," I began applying anywhere for anything. I reeked of desperation. My self-worth began to wane, bills were piling up, the gap on my short resume was widening. It took some time and courage to accept a basic clerical job, work I did before I received my degree, but I forced myself to stay an entire year just to show a modicum of commitment. Sometimes you'll find that it requires courage just to show up. It wasn't time wasted. I learned how to work with different personalities, navigate workplace hierarchies, all necessary and portable skills. But by the 12th month, I began the search for another job. It was then that I stumbled upon the best job. I was the project manager at a startup company that specialized in digital marketing. We were affiliated with Google, consulting on software that would later become Google Analytics. You've heard of the open office layout with beanbag chairs and foosball tables? That was us before the Googleplex was even built. I learned something new every day and I had fun doing it. For the first time, I truly enjoyed the workday. And my perception of company culture had changed forever. Would I have found that opportunity if I had still been working at the biotech company? I'm not sure. A few years later, another opportunity presented itself, the chance to work for the family business. It was a manufacturing company my great-great-grandfather founded 100 years ago, and it had survived World War I and II, the Great Depression, multiple recessions, and 4 generations of family leadership. Upon hearing my father's retirement plan, the board of directors recommended he either begin developing a succession plan or prepare the business for sale. The average employee their age was 60. None of the management positions were held by women, and the technology was extremely outdated. I'd be lying if I said it didn't take every ounce of courage my husband and I could muster to leave jobs we loved, sell our home, and move to Connecticut just to see what could be. The same way my father must have felt when he moved us from Alaska to New England. Over the next 15 years, I worked my way from finance manager to controller to CFO and eventually CEO, achieving a 5th-generation succession and allowing my father a well-deserved retirement. Today, our average employee age is 37. 50% of the management positions are held by women, and we'll be installing over $1 million in new machinery and equipment this year alone. I spend much of my time cultivating a company culture that gives our people purpose and the opportunity to develop professionally and evolve within the organization or wherever they go next. To ensure everybody believes their contribution matters, because in a small business like ours, it does. Your path may be a windy one like mine. At times, you may feel as if you've lost your way and you aren't on the journey you envisioned in your mind when you started, but you are. And all you have to do is remember to face every opportunity that comes your way with courage, because it still may get you where you want to go, or maybe somewhere better. Of course, you should still have a plan, but be flexible. Perhaps you'll take an important detour you didn't know you needed. The trials you face along the way will be the moments that define and shape you. Life doesn't necessarily get easier after graduation. You simply get better at carrying the weight. Duke basketball coach Kara Lawson said it best: "We just learn how to handle hard better." You know how to handle the hard stuff. You've juggled schoolwork and deadlines, research and internships, some of you even athletics, and oh yeah, a global pandemic where for half of your college experience you were remote from home or cooped up in your dorm, isolated and lonely. Think of how resilient this has made you. As you leave the familiarity and comfort of QU today and head out on your own, find mentors, join clubs, volunteer. Create a new community like the one you found here. Whatever you do, be courageous. Graduates, look around you. All of us here are so proud of what you've already accomplished. We cannot wait to see what you'll do next. Congratulations.
Thank you, Jill. I now ask President Judy Olian and the Dean of the School of Business, Holly Rader, to come forward for the awarding of degrees from the School of Business.
Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration from the School of Business please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Andrew C. Booth. Joanne C. Brewster. Esther A. Chelbin. Karina Liz Diaz. Bruna Kitty A. Durrell. Rebecca A. Felton. Tatiana Yvonne Alexandra Haynes. Samuel Robert McCary. Ashley K. Raymond. Anya Scott. Zachariah Anise Schille. Heather L. Stabinski. Madison Kathleen Abell. Stephen William Ahern. Juliana Francesca Allen. Delnaz Cyrus Emmanuela. Daniel Scott Angel. Caroline Asari. Brooke Danielle Aubrey. Mark Alfiero. Christopher Scott Baker. Emily Lauren Backus. Michael Anthony Gerard Baldino. Gianna Sophia Bamonte. Sophia Ross Barbaro. Julia Mary Barricado. Kevin Thomas Barnett. Anthony Francis Battaglia. Christian Bento Vecino. Skylar R. Berry. Chloe Rose Bebo. Benjamin Ryan Bibergal. Nicholas Andrew Bischoff III. Christopher Joseph Blaja. Ryan Samuel Bach. Amy Denise Bologna. Kyle Andrew Bolowski. Alec Bordenaro. Joseph Borges. Garner Ryan Beauchart. Nicholas Bossard. Domen Bojic. Nevena Bozovic. Jake Mark Brocolo. John Joseph Brogy. Spencer Avery Brown. Christopher John Bucci. Carl Peter Buck IV. Chance John Jordan Burke. Pablo Lee Bernsteel. Michael Buschbacher. Haley Elizabeth Cacase. Sebastian Cano. Riley Elizabeth Carey. Brielle Caro. Caroline Rose Castro. Adriana Ann Centroni. Andrew Chatham. Wisely Chang. Adelina Sarakovic. Alec Cofrancisco. Eva Cohen. Gianna Marie Colabelli. Andrew Colmenares. Kyle Joseph Cook. Kyle Joseph Cook is a recipient of the Marketing Department Student Achievement Award. Clement Arthur Coombs. Anna Beatrice Martins. Nicole Mairead Kremen. Megan Cecilia Crum. Dante Stephen Damiano. Olivia Bryn Danielson. Jared Davis. Matthew Anthony Delamura. Dylan Tyler Delury. Veronica DiMaria. Madison Nicole DeMio. Tyler Moran D'Amico. David Philip DeSauniers. Laura Nora Derjan Gokian. Dara Taylor DiBuno. Stephen DiGiovanna. Nicholas John Demetricu. Julia Ann DiNapoli. Jacinto Nicholas DiNicola. Samuel Reese Dion. Liv DiFastano. Rachel Ann Dobson. Pasquale Raymond Donnarummo. Taylor Janet Dowdle. Gabriel M. Drake. Connor Spencer Dregan. Ariana Nicole Donley. Justin Cooper Dunleavy. Glenn Gerard Dunn. Riley F. Dwyer. Nadia Alcoli. Dalton Ero. Brandon Michael Esposito. Alexia Maria Escobar. Preston Ralph Famagodi. Jonathan Joseph Fariselli. Devin James Ferrugia. Liana Elizabeth Fair. Elise Victoria Ferreira. Joshua Fernando Finkel. Tyler Finkler. Brianna Lee Fiorito. Griffin J. Fitzmaurice. Ryan Patrick Flynn. Grace Chowji Fodi. Daniel James Francis. Mateo Franco. Angela Rodolfo Fraschilla Jr. Josel Marco Mamba Galendez. Jillian Elizabeth Gallagher. Matthew Robert Ganter. Brandon Charles Garneau. Mark Ross Gartenberg. Olivia P. Geckler. Savitri George. Zachary Thomas Gerstner. Kathleen Louise Gettings. Salvatore Giliberto. Matthew R. Giordano. Brandy Glazer. Jessica Claire Glatt. Jessica Claire Glatt is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award, the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award, and Jessica is accompanied by her parents, Carolyn and Matthew, in the Outstanding Achievement in Film, Television, and Arts. Congratulations. Vincent Michael Greco. Aiden Samuel Green. Aiden Samuel Green is a recipient of the Finance Department Outstanding Senior Award. Carmine Grippo. Jacob Paul Grassi Hogg. Kendall Mary Grutner. Cameron, say your last name. Cameron Robert Gerard. Diego Gutierrez. Noah Caroline Hain. Douglas Michael Hanaski. Marina Leigh Hanlon. Stavros Hazdakostas. Christopher Ryan Harlock. Sarai I. Hempt. James Eric Hendricks. Matthew Paul Hennessy. Jack Tyler Hernandez. Brendan John Hill. Zachary Hook. Grace Elizabeth Haran. Tyler J. Hodder. Dominic Winter Iannone. Enrico Cole Imbrogno. Lauren Alex Infantine. Ashika Jane. Ashika Jane is a recipient of the International Business Award. Julia Rose Jastromski. Jalen Hamilton Jordan. Kelly William Joseph. Ryan Vincent Justo. Angelina Caliata. Adam Campersall. Saliba Cowd. Kamal Cargazola. Spiro James Kasimis. Kevin James Keene. Ryan Matthew Keaveney. Aiden Michael Kelly. Jillian Elizabeth Kenny. Muskan Kewal Ramani. Wesley Theodore Kika. Thomas Joseph Killam. Michael Scott Kilpatrick. Lindsay Elizabeth King. Brandon Kirchgessner. Katerina Alexis Kaler. Lucas Michael Kranzler. Julia E. Lambert. David Russell Lang. Kyle Peyton Lavangi. Abigail Lennon Lato. Ethan Henry Lenner. John Layton. Jacob Ross Lewis. Diego Miguel Lascano Garcia. James P. Lawrence. Joseph P. Lieberman. Samantha Rose Leota. Matthew Lipton. Ariana Juria Stewart Leshy. Giuseppe Lobello. Robert Matthew Lomino. Sarah Lopes. Benjamin J. Lowenfels. Thomas Jameson Lucido. Christine Victoria Lupo. Emily Liu. Alexandra Jessica Lyons. Kristen Lynn Macy. Redmond Christopher Magwood. Patrick Matsamchuk. Vincent Stephen Marino. Christopher Michael Martino. Jake Victor Marzarella. Rory Elizabeth McGowan. Rudolph Luis Melk III. Jason A.R. Mendez. Cameron James Merider. Hilton John Mitchell Jr. Jacob Muhammad Mahmoudi. Alexa Jewel Montavani. Sabrina Danielle Morano. Isabella Marie Matachan. Caitlin Cardi McCory. Michelle Nicole McCullough. Brian John McGowan. Molly Elizabeth McMahon. Ryan McNerney. Gregory Robert Myers. Delyn Mula. Alexander Mochalov. Ali Muhammad. Aiden James Moisen. Haley Elizabeth Molin. Craig Allen Malika. James Robert Montano. Gina Marie Montequiza. Tony Ann Montequiza. Anthony Joseph Monteforte. Connor Morgan. Jana Maka. Brian Joseph Murphy. Connor Richard Murphy. Morgan Bailey Murray. Stephanie Hillary Mazzulu. Stephanie Hillary Mazzulu is a recipient of the Ronald Mangarelli Award. Mateo A. Naclario. Sam Joseph Navarra. Samantha Josephine Neblock. Robert Anthony Nikolic. Robert Anthony Nikolic is recipient of the Edward J. Scannell Prize. Alexander James Neswadik. Paige Nicole Nucio. Brendan Carl Nyberg. Brendan Carl Nyberg is a recipient of the Bruce Saulnier Computer Information Systems Outstanding Senior Award. Elisa Oak. Sean Patrick O'Connell. Emily Orsiani. Montez Lamont Osby. Alexa Pagnosi. Shelby Powell. Scott William Palmieri. Nathaniel Paneri. Chase Alexander Pantelis. Angelique Paravalos. Dominic Leonard Passanente. Jeffrey Dominic Padalano. Kush Yogesh Patel. Kush Yogesh Patel is a recipient of the Edward J. Scannell Prize and the Outstanding Senior Award. Mega Patel. Nikhil Sandeep Patel. Vishal D. Patel. Samuel Orlando Pansiro. Leon Rose Aquino Peralta. Charles Peter Perrone. Evan Alexander Petronis. Madison Rose Pettit. Madison Rose Pica. Nicole Marie Perrone. Royante Kayshawn Pittman. Royante Kayshawn Pittman is a recipient of the Belize McMillan Leadership Award. Dylan Posesta. Grace Catherine Portvleet. Grace Catherine Portvleet is a recipient of the Business Analytics Outstanding Senior Award. Mark Philip Potter. Harrison James Power. Macy Louise Prince. Macy Louise Prince is a recipient of the President's Scholarship Award, the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award, and the Matt Rafferty Memorial Economics Department Student Achievement Award. Macy is accompanied by her parents, Karen and Gary Prince. Alexander Bennett Pusterla. Carter Joseph Quinn. Max Stephen Quinn. Sean Ryan Quinn. Nicholas Robert Rakich.
Say your last name. Say it again. Say your first name.
Dielza Ramadani. Michael Rambala.
Raymond.
Jordan Emma Raymond. Benjamin Thomas Redling. Magnus Reistad. Nicole V. Rabato. Sarah Francesca Gerardina Ricuti. Jack Joseph Reardon. Owane Waidia Roberts. Olivia Marie Rodriguez.
Say your last name. Say it again. Rohak.
Timothy Kane Rohack Jr. Grace Hannah Rogers. Isabel Grace Romano. Anthony Jacob Rossi. Kristen Amanda Rowland. Mitchell Clark Rubenstein. Zion Sandy. Garrett Stevie Sotner. Annika Marie Sales. Stephen Anthony Scafordi. Ryan Herard Schwinder. Ryan Howard Schwinder is a recipient of the Biomedical Marketing Department Student Achievement Award. Olivia Elizabeth Scott. Trevor Michael Scotto. Mark James Skura. Rebecca Ashley Saganti. Luke R. Shapiro. Caitlin R. Sicard. Zachary Ross Siegel. Robert Anthony Signorino III. Noah Silverman. Nicholas Simpson. Nina Simpson. Amber N. Smalls. Xavier Gabriel Smith. Xavier Smith is a recipient of the Entrepreneurship Student Achievement Award. Alessandra Claudia Solari. Sharia Sood. Carmelo Sorrentino. Paul Francis Sperry III. Massimo Marinko Stannon. Tyler J. Stoic. Michaela Stranton. Jacob David Sturrock. Andrew Sullivan. Jack A. Serrato. Camille Jacqueline Sweet. Stella Tixenmeyer. Jillian Rose Thibodeau. Matthew Charles Tikotsky. David Lawrence Tolles III. Michael Toth. Zachary Thomas Towner. Anthony Townsend. Amy Haruko Chida. Marlena Nicole Ugliaro. Mark Robert Venice. Anish Venkatesh. Daniel Vereshchagin. Valentina Nicole Volpio. Katrina Grace Warren. Jack Waxenberg. Christina Welch. Jacob Colin Wington. Ryan Tyler Wild. Luke Wilson. Jenna Marie Williams. Casey Paul Weisel. Tyler Allen Woodward. Jalen Bailey Worstel. Mark Yanatelli. Anna Elizabeth Yusa. Justin Zinger.
Will the candidates of the Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science please stand? Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree of the Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Rader. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration and Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Business please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. right, will the candidates for the degree of Master of Business Administration from the School of Business please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Nicholas Archer Adams. Ellen G. Adamian. Bruno Noel Alatrista. Isabella Rose Whitbread Alley. Stephanie Elizabeth Apau. Mauricio Arango. Jillian P. Austin. Grace Aversano. Shelby Rose Backer. Flower Bardales. Luis Ulysses Benitez. Felicia Nicole Biscari. Katrina Anthony Bode. Sarah Rose Brandsdorfer. Amanda Brown. Douglas Cranston Brown. Anthony Charles Caruso Jr. Erica Carey. Matthew James Burke. Julia Grace Cafaro. Rebecca A. Calabrese. Jake E. Kamara. Natalie M. Carlson. Matthew P. Carmichael. Taylor Nicole Catogio. Thomas J. Chapman Jr. Jared Raymond Cicia. Donna Alicia Claude. Jennifer Clock. Christina Piera Coletti. Gia Lee Condon. Joseph M. Katona Jr. Megan Jane Corello. Sarah Rose Suica. Lorenzo Dadal. Quinn Matthew Dalla. Cameron James Davignon. Benjamin Olin Davis Jr. Sarah M. Davis. Vincenzo DeLuca. John Michael DeLucia. Ryan Frank DiMaria. Mary DiNardo. Veronica Diaz de Souza. Julian David DeStefan. Rajandeep Dariwal. Michael Francis DeBella. Anthony James DiMartino. Nicholas Joseph DiMuccio. Nicole Catherine Donnelly.
Congratulations.
Ruth Leona N. Clement. Emilio Paolo Cuccinello. Dina A. Dupree. Ryan N. Duverger. Casey Robert Eidenschink. Brandon Henry Falconer. Eleanor Conway Felton. Zachary Edward Fierstein. Ciro Michael Anthony Finelli. Joshua L. Fisher Parsley. Georgia Lee Fitzsimmons. Thomas J. Franco. Emily Olivia Funk. Heather Gatchek. Dimitri John George. Mark Anthony GDC Jr. Jessica Rose Griffith. Gianna M. Luisa. Shannon Kayla Clark. Alexander Joseph Gurton.
Say your first name.
Alia Tanae Graham. Megan Ann Haas.
Say it again.
James Patrick Hanlon. Samantha Jean Hartman.
Say it again.
Lachlan Peter Harvey. Brian William Hassett.
Say it again.
Matthew Harlock. Jordan Catherine Hedge. Natalie Chantal Highcoat. Ryan L. Hang. Max Adam Hennon.
Henry Eubanks.
Juliet A. Henry Ebanks.
Say your last name.
Katarina T. Henselder.
Say your last name.
Gabrielle J. Herschel. Allison Marie Herman. Edmund G. Homan Jr.
Say your last name.
George Stephen Horiatis. Nicole Elizabeth I. Quinto.
Say your last. Say your whole name.
Odiane Jamina Imivore.
Madison Ashley.
Madison Isherwood.
And what's your last name?
Manvi Jane. Zoltia Yako. Okay. Rose Angelica Ashley Jean-Louis. Dylan Thomas Jones. Emily E. Kassar. Justin Otto Kassenhuber. Brandon John Kolb. David Joseph Colasar. Evan Martin Krishnamurthy. Ben Kuru. Sophia Elizabeth LaChapelle. Christopher Joseph Lagas. Kevin Vincent Laeta. Jason Patrick Lisk. Paul Aubrey Logue. Ryan Cashel Long. Daniel Lozavikas. Brandon Robert Lutz. Nicholas Allen McAllister. Francis G. Malabanan Jr. Shay Catherine Maloney. Michael Gregory Mangino. Paige Olivia Manzares. Nicholas Antonio Margiata. Robert William Markman. Blake Charles Victor Matthews. Emma Catherine McCarthy. Elizabeth Lewis McGran. Emily Alexandra McIntyre. Courtney Elizabeth McMorris. Jessica Messmer. Joseph Donato Monaco. Michaela Rain Morris. Ava Francesca Monroe. Kaylin Nicole Murray. Ojala Naeem. George K. Nakul. Skylar Nowicki. Jennifer Rose O'Reilly. Robert Edwin O'Sullivan. Nicole Olette. Ryan Vaughn Olette. Tyler Outhouse. Tyler John Park. John Daniel Padolano Jr. Lucas Gerard Pecora. Prima Peliciata. Jamie Jenny Perfido. Carissa Rose Perrone. Isabella Elaine Pierce. Jacob Robert Pike. Stephen Michael Piscatelli. Karina Andrea Popoli-Serret. Taylor David Peru. Gianni Puzzella. Ivan Ramos. Pascal Tony Rejui. Carlos Ignacio Reguera Armada Sr. Fernando Jordan Reyes Jr. Lauren Carol Ritter. Shayla Jocelyn Rivera Jaramillo. Taryn Danielle Rochford. Theodore Rogu. Michael G. Rotes. Dylan P. Risecki. Tess Elizabeth Rose. Stephanie Nicole Sacco. Kaylee Chiyoko Sakota. Mallory Elizabeth Sanderson. Melinda Fa Sangfet. Jill Marie Schleier. Rebecca Holly Schwartz. Calvin M. Sellers. Peter Luis Cerbegis. Farwa Shamsi. Rachel Sin. Rachel Sin is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Business Administration. Matthew B. Soicher. Hunter R. Stankiewicz. Samantha J. Steinberg. Andrea Stoppenjock. Hannah Elizabeth Stevens. Julia A. Strocker-Donio. Kristen N. Stewart. Stephen Sweet. Isabella Marie Taveras. Jennifer Taveras. Laura Lynn Thomas. Chikram Trust Timothy. Matthew Tozick. Marcella Rose Torello. Julia E. Traeger. Amanda Elizabeth Tuffriello. Alex Van Bell. Courtney Lee Vorster. Alina Olivia Waldron. Brittany Victoria Wilson. Lauren Weeks. Andy Ray Williams. Jonah Bay Wilson.
Thanks, but the moment is yours, not mine.
Addison Walker. Emily Christine Wilkinson.
Say it again.
Nicole Caroline Wojciechowski. Tyler Philip Zangolia. Alexandria Mary Zaramba. Joseph Otavio Zerzano. Daniela Maria Zekanovic. Matthew Nicholas Zarakonski. Brian Anthony Ziegelhofer.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the Master's degree of Business Administration.
Thank you, Dean Rader. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Business Administration, MBA, with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Wow, great accomplishment.
We will now present the candidates for the degree of Master of Science from the School of Business. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Accounting please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Joseph D. Breen. Maria Celentano. Christopher Michael Conti. Juliana John D'Amelio. Taryn Delia Diaz. William Thomas DiMatteo. Sarah Adams. Max Adams. Michaela Hope Dugan. Ethan Jared Gromala. Ryan P. Kelly. Adam Tenike. Serenity Noel Northrop. Daniel M. Kagan. Alexander Joseph Gregory Mahalik. Olandre Friend. Michael Kagan. Jessica Rose Rabovecki. Jessica Rose Rabovecki is a recipient of the Faculty Award for Academic Excellence, Master of Science in Accounting. Cameron David Zagstrin. Joseph Christopher Irizo Jr. Love it. Kevin John Ransom. Caitlin Rooney. Lauren Elizabeth Williams. Marie Zampano. Samantha Elizabeth Zebek. She says she's the next one in analytics.
No, if you just say, and now we have business analytics.
Things right here. And now we'll have the candidates for the Master of Science in Business Analytics. Please approach the stage. Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Alexis Jillian Ajzida. Logan Emily Angers. David Raymond Carrier. Matthew Mark Chenard. Miriam Yasmin Dubason. Erica Paige Fester. Leah Gopal. Maeve Gleason. Courtney Elizabeth Hanula. Garrett Daniel Johnson. Ethan Cahill Keeley. Clinton Bryce Keene. Michelle Lynn Kemp. Daniel Richard Kuna. Nathan Sebastian Latina. Andres Wayland Merides. Jessica Annette Merritt. Declan Thomas Murphy. Bryce Liam Murray. Jeremy Schlossberg. Maria Teresa West. We will now present the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Organizational Leadership. Susan R. Rare. Aubrey Smith. Brianna Nicole Walker.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Business candidates for the degree Master of Science.
By the power vested in me, Dean Rader, by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science and all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Thank you, and I want to thank all of our students and families who are with us to show appreciation to our next group of graduates. I now introduce Dr. Tashkin Kachuk, Dean of the School of Computing and Engineering, to present the candidates for degrees from the School of Computing and Engineering.
And will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts from the School of Computing and Engineering please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Madison Badalamente. Madison Badalamente is the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science. Kevin Daniel Conway. Alexander Raymond Selwick. Christelle Julene Flores. Maximilian Lucius Pedzutrello.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you, just waiting for a few folks to get back there, the degree of Bachelor of Arts with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
And now, will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science from the School of Computing and Engineering please approach the stage? John Ball. Nikolai Christian Boffinger. Jason Gabriel Budai. Nicholas Boniudo. John Maloney Burns. Anthony John Silvestri. Zachary Chast. Adam Lee Chirico. Kyle Anthony Chuchian. Kyle Anthony Chuchian is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Software Engineering. Jeremy James Conboy. Kevin Couliard. Isaac James Crawford. Jacob Henry DeBroff. Andre P. Dela Cruz. Chris Delgros. Gary Adam DeVilbis. Gary Adam DeVilbis is a recipient of the Alumni Association Academic Achievement Award. Anthony N. DeMauro. Benjamin Donskoy. Thomas Robert Eckert. William James Eidman. Matthew Flame. Marcus Rocco Fratercongeli. Marcus Rocco Fratercongeli is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Mechanical Engineering. Christopher W. Gambardella. John Paul Gasparini. James Anthony Gonzalez Jr. Jed Hollister Gravel. Brandon Logan Held. Patrick Juvencio. Gwyneth Rose Kehoe. Zachary Paul Kirschner. Richard Anthony Kretzmer. Richard Anthony Kretzmer is the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Industrial Engineering. Amber Louise Kusma. Aiden P. Mahoney Jr. Sajal Christine Mamon. Devin Alexander Manzares. Jordan Nicole Mayo. Colin Taylor McNeil. Connor Eugene McRedmond. Yadel Nagash. John Reese Otto. Dominic James Pascarelli. Wade Pettingill. Daniel Phillip. Joseph Pohl. Hepzibah Rajan. Hepzibah Rajan is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Computer Science and the Outstanding Senior Award. Jonathan Ramanand. Hesham Raza. Juliana Marie Sabin. Peter Anthony Sabio. Mark Santangelo. Alex James Santaramo. Aiden Schmid. Catherine Schwartz. Loki Theodoric Simeon. Luis Fernando Soto. Samantha Spinner. Napoleon Demetrios Stardelis. Lucas Lee Summers. Fenton Sweeney. Michael Tambasio. John Theall. Emily Taylor Tamarki. Benjamin Morris Todorov. Nicholas Vartan Tokmanian. Sebastian Thomas Vaco. Patrick Richard Van Wickler. Ryan Vaughn. Ryan Vaughn is a recipient of the Outstanding Achievement in Civil Engineering. Mackenzie Hansen Varel. Caprice Indigo Laura Williams. Justin Wilson.
Thank you. Great.
I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Science with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
And now, will the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity please approach the stage? Marshals, please direct the candidates to the platform. Richard Joseph Bogdan II. Leonardo Augusto Fernandez das Hayes. Richard Michael Infante Jr. Angela Johanna Johnson. Adam Robert Kane. Devram Oscar.
Say it again.
Melina Skrabonovich. And last but not least, Burchin Towncalp.
Okay, if I can find it. I'm waiting for them to. I ask the candidates to rise. Madam President, I have the honor to present from the School of Computing and Engineering candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity.
Thank you, Dean Kozak. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Science in Cybersecurity with all of the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
One more round of applause for all of our graduates today. I now introduce Gina Doherty, President of our Alumni Association Board.
It is my honor to stand before you as a member of the class of 1994 and as president of the Alumni Association Board. Before addressing the graduates today, I'd like to recognize the Quinnipiac alumni who are joining us in the audience as the family members of our class of 2023. Please stand or raise your hand to be recognized. Thank you to our legacy families. Now I ask the graduates to please rise one more time. I invite you to move your tassel to the left of your cap. This simple act signifies your transition from student to alumnus and the continuation of your unique, meaningful, and lifelong relationship with Quinnipiac. I'm especially pleased to have you all as fellow alumni. You are a Bobcat for life. Congratulations.
As we conclude, you may be seated, our graduates. As we conclude today's ceremony, the platform party will recess to the rear of the quad, followed by faculty and graduates. Please remain at your seats until the recessional concludes. You are then invited to join us at the rear of the quad for a post-ceremony reception. On behalf of our president, Judy Olian, the deans, faculty, and staff of Quinnipiac University, I offer congratulations again to the class of 2023. For those who are able, please stand for the recessional.